అపెక్స్ ల్యాబొరేటరీస్ వారి తరఫున ఈ పత్రికా విలేకరుల సమావేశానికి విచ్చేసిన వారందరికీ స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. ఈ సమావేశానికి విచ్చేసిన పత్రికా విలేకరులకు, ప్రసార మాధ్యమ విలేకరులకు, మా ఆతిథ్య స్పీకర్స్గా విచ్చేసిన డాక్టర్లందరికీ, అపెక్స్ ప్రధాన కార్యాలయం నుంచి కార్యనిర్వాహకులకి, నా తోటి సహాయ ఉద్యోగులకి నమస్సుమాంజలు, సుస్వాగతం. ఈ ప్రెస్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ కండక్ట్ చేయడానికి నిర్ణయించుటకు అపెక్స్ లాబొరేటరీ ప్రైవేట్ లిమిటెడ్ వారు తేలిక మాట నుంచి మధ్యస్థాయి వరకు కోవిడ్-19 కేసుల నుంచి బయటపడడానికి యాంటీవైరల్ డ్రగ్ కింద క్లెవేరా ఉపయోగపడుతున్న తరుణంలో భారతదేశపు ఆయుష్ మంత్రిత్వ శాఖ ద్వారా అనుమతి పొందిందని చెప్పుటకే ఈ సమావేశము కండక్ట్ చేయబడుతుంది. ఈ సమావేశానికి వక్తలుగా విచ్చేసిన డాక్టర్ ఎన్ సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారిని వేదిక మీద వచ్చి అలంకరించవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాను. అదేవిధంగా ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేసిన డాక్టర్ జయకృష్ణ గారిని వేదిక మీద అలంకరించవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం. సో డాక్టర్ శ్రీనివాస్ గారిని వేదిక మీదకి అలంకరించవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం. డాక్టర్ కుమారస్వామి గారిని వేదిక మీద రావాల్సిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో వివిధ అంశాలపై చర్చనీయాంశం జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఈ తదుపరి కార్యక్రమాన్ని కొనసాగించవలసిందిగా అపెక్స్ లాబొరేటరీస్ సీనియర్ సేల్స్ మేనేజర్ గారిని ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేపట్టవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం. శ్రీ రాఘవన్ గారు.
Good afternoon to all of you. I request Mr. Arthur Pal from Apex Laboratories to come to the dais and occupy his seat. Before getting into today's agenda on GMC Apex about Clevira, etc., I take this opportunity to once again welcome the guests, the doctors, and Mr. Arthur Pal. I request Mr. Meghanathan, Vice President, Apex Laboratories, to come and honor Dr. Subramaniam with flower bouquet and chalk. Hand over the chalk. I request Mr. Har Sridhar, GMC Apex, to come and honor Dr. Jaya Krishnan. Dr. Jaya Krishnan. I request Mr. M.V. Subramaniam to come and honor Dr. Srinivasalu, MBBS family physician, Hyderabad. I request Mr. Venkatesh Mallu to come and honor Dr. Kumarasamy, BMS, Rinjalakuda and Hyderabad. Mr. Venkatesh Mallu, please. Dr. Subramaniam, who has very rich experience in Ayurvedic practice. He runs a chain of Ayurvedic hospitals called Amritam. Dr. Jay Krishna, a young, energetic, the person who works on Sunday also, who sees the patient on Sunday to improve the quality of the life of the patient and to serve the poor. He practices in Hyderabad, and Dr. Kumarasamy Mrinjalakuda as well as practices in Hyderabad on Sundays. Thank you for coming and honoring us. Dr. Srinivala Sulu, Sri Sai Clinic, Hyderabad, a well-known general physician, family physician, practicing for more than 15 years in Hyderabad, and known to everyone of every medical fraternity. And on behalf of everyone, I welcome them. Thank you very much. On behalf of Greenbelt Concept, Apex Laboratories, I take immense pleasure in welcoming the press and media people as well as doctors and Apex head office executives for this press meet. This press meet is to announce the approval of Clevira as a supportive measure to treat mild to moderate COVID-19 symptoms. Apex Laboratories is a pharmaceutical company started in the year 1978, and it was taken over in the year 1983 by Mr. S.S. Vanankamudi. From a humble beginning, today Apex Laboratories is among the top 50 pharmaceutical companies in India. The flagship brands of Apex Laboratories are Zincovit, P Group, Ascazin, Arc, and now Clevira. Apex Laboratories believes in bringing quality products to serve the mankind. Apex Laboratories has a dedicated R&D unit, research and development wing, where more than 80 scientists are working to bring products in unmet therapy areas. Clevira is the brainchild of Apex R&D. Clevira was launched in the year 2017 when dengue outbreak was there in India. And also the product was found to be very much useful in treating fever of viral origin. Clevira has undergone extensive clinical trials, preclinical and clinical trials, and proved its efficacy and safety. Clevira in the year 2020, when COVID pandemic was spreading across India, was giving threat to human life, Apex Laboratories approached authorities like Govt of Tamil Nadu, Government of India, Ayush Ministry, as well as ICMR to conduct the clinical trial on Clevira in COVID. With the due diligence, we got approval to conduct the clinical trial of Clevira in Omanthura Government Medical College, Chennai. The results of the clinical trial were very, very promising. The clinical trial was submitted to Ayush Ministry, ICMR, and also Government of Tamil Nadu. As this drug is a polyherbal combination, the approval should be given by Ayush Ministry. So the interdisciplinary committee of Ayush Ministry has approved Clevira as a supportive measure for mild to moderate COVID-19. This is the simple journey of Clevira from the year 2017 to date. So with this, I request Mr. Bhaskar to show the video on Clevira for 2 minutes. This will brief you about the journey of Clevira from the year 2017 to 2021. Thank you very much for watching the video on Clevira. Now I request our Manager International Business, Mr. Arthur Paul, to tell you in detail about Clevira's journey, when it was started, and what is the current position of Clevira in terms of clinical trials, in terms of preclinical trials, in terms of usage, etc. I request Mr. Arthur Paul to come to the stage and address.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, respected invitees from present media, my dear colleagues and friends and one and all present here, a very good afternoon to you one and all. My name is Arthur Paul and I represent Apex Laboratories Private Limited. Through this press meet, we would like to announce that Clevira has been approved by Govt of India Ministry of Ayush for the treatment of mild to moderate COVID-19 as a supportive measure. As my colleague Mr. Raghavan already briefed the brief history of Clevira when it was launched, the philosophy behind Clevira, I would like to give some little more insight about the product and the journey so far. As we all know that during 2015 and 16, there were widespread cases of dengue outbreak in our country and many parts of the world, which led to mortality due to thrombocytopenia associated with these viral infections. As per Center for Disease Control in US, even today there are no specific treatment available for dengue cases like dengue, chikungunya and other viral infectious disease. That is wherein our managing director wanted to launch an antiviral drug based on herbal extract which can compare all the viral infectious diseases in our country and across the globe. That is the philosophy behind this product. That is wherein our R&D center came in, and then we extensively worked for 2 years, and in 2017 we launched this product. And as I mentioned, that Clevira has 10 potent standardized extract. Many of them are antiviral in nature. So next slide. To name a few, we may all familiar with Carica papaya, which is nothing but papaya leaf extract, which is proven to be antiviral, as well as Carica papaya is excellent for reversing thrombocytopenia associated with viral infectious diseases. In most of the viral infectious diseases, the reason for mortality is thrombocytopenia. The platelet level goes down. Carica papaya is excellent in reversing thrombocytopenia. And Mallia azadarak, which is Mahanimba, which is again a bitter herb, which is known for its antiviral property. Andrographis faniculata colmake, which is very common in our country, known by each and every one of us, which is also having excellent antiviral property. And Tinospora cardifolia, also excellent antiviral in nature. All other herbal extracts, they complement these herbs, and they are possessing antiviral, antipyretic, analgesic, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory in nature. Next slide, please. Before, during, and after the development and launch of Clevira, there has been extensive clinical trials have been carried out to elucidate the safety and efficacy of Clevira in vitro models, in vivo models, and in silico models. That means in lab trials, as well as in animal model, as well as in human subjects. These are all the 6 clinical trials so far have been carried out on Clevira. Next slide, please. The in vitro cytotoxicity study, which is a lab trial wherein which Clevira is proven to be very effective as an antiviral, as because it has excellent antiviral activity against herpes simplex virus 1 and herpes simplex virus 2. But at the same time, Clevira is safe on the host cell. The person who is consuming Clevira is safe, but at the same time, Clevira is lethal on virus cells. Next slide, please. In the acute toxicity study, which was carried out on Vista rats, Clevira was administered for a period of 14 days. At the end of 14th day, the animal was sacrificed or necropsy was performed, and any histopathological changes in the vital organs, if any, has been noticed. And this acute toxicity study shows that Clevira is very safe at the dose of 2000 mg per kg body weight, and which does not have any adverse drug reactions on the vital organs. Next slide, please. In the repeated dose toxicity study, again, Clevira was administered for a period of 28 days, and at the end of 28th day, the animal was sacrificed and studied for any histopathological changes, and this trial proves that Clevira is safe at the dose of 500 mg per kg body weight on a long-term use. These were all lab